unarmed person fleeing from a scene. That woman was unarmed, minding her business. She's a mother. Now her children lost their mother for an unnecessary, unjustifiable reason. That police officer executed her. Now let's deal with Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith has a show on Sirius FM, Art. It's called Straight Shooter. His first show of the year, I believe, was January the 7th. The segment on this tragedy that we're discussing in Minneapolis, I believe it was, Art. Stephen A. Smith spent 25 minutes on this subject. And white America and the white media and even some in black America reduced Stephen A. Smith's 25-minute subject art session, seminar, to 4 words. He was completely justified. That's all they heard. Art, I watched most of Stephen A.'s session dealing with this topic. Stephen A. said, I saw what happened, and I'm paraphrasing. I saw what happened, and I'm going to tell you right now, he's not going to be prosecuted. He said, according to the letter of the law, he may not have done anything wrong according to the letter of the law. The very next sentence, Art, not 10 minutes later, not 15 minutes later, the very next sentence, Stephen A. Smith said, with that being said, from a humanitarian perspective, why did you have to do that? This is what Stephen A. said. Why did you have to do? Why couldn't you have shot the tires on the car? Stephen A. said this didn't have to happen. And then he went on TV and clarified and debated whether or not that woman needed to be shot by people who defended ICE. And yet the New York Post, YouTubian struggle streamer from the black community, and white media who simply are jealous of Stephen A.'s success or don't like Stephen A. for whatever reason, they're reducing a 25-minute segment, Art. A 25-minute segment down to 2 words when Stephen A. Smith said he was completely justified. But they took out everything else he said. Right after he said that, Art, he said from a humanitarian perspective, this didn't have to happen. Why did you have to shoot her? Stephen A. Smith said she didn't have to die. And don't get me wrong, Art, I'm critical of Stephen A. when he says things against the black community or against black athletes. But unlike a lot of people, I'm also willing to give Stephen A. his flowers when he deserves it. Because even though I would like Stephen A. to be a bit more unapologetic, just like I would like Pastor Bryant to be a bit more unapologetic, I would like a lot of our black men in the public space to be a bit more unapologetic in defense of the race. Stephen A. Smith does call out racism more than a lot of other people.